Bad Bunny didn't become one of the biggest artists of his generation on the planet by chasing the world. He became one of the biggest artists of his generation on the planet by making the world chase him. While everyone else was trying to fit into the global music industry, Bad Bunny did something no one expected. He made global culture bend to his identity, not the other way around. Today, Bad Bunny is the most streamed artist alive. He sells out stadiums in minutes. He breaks records in languages half the world doesn't even speak nor understands. And despite this, he has become a cultural force powerful enough to shift fashion, politics, and entertainment. But the real story isn't just about fame. It's about strategy, identity, timing, and a level of cultural influence the music industry wasn't prepared for. So the question isn't how he got here, it's why the world followed. The rise. Before the world knew him as Bad Bunny, he was born Benito Antonio Martinez Ocasio, a supermarket bagger from Puerto Rico, uploading songs to SoundCloud after his shifts. No label, no industry connections, no marketing machine. Just a voice, a vision, and a refusal to dilute who he was. While other artists softened their sound to appeal to the mainstream, Bad Bunny doubled down on his roots. He rapped in slang, he sang in Spanish. He dressed how he wanted, he moved how he wanted. Insight: people don't follow perfection. They follow those who are not afraid to be themselves. Authenticity matters, as even if they can't understand the language, being yourself is universal. And Bad Bunny shows exactly why it is important to embrace your culture. Your culture is your identity. Do not be afraid to be yourself. The challenge. But rising from Puerto Rico to global dominance wasn't simple. The industry had rules, unspoken ones. Rules like, if you want global success, sing in English. If you want radio play, follow the formula. If you want mainstream acceptance, tone it down. Bad Bunny ignored all of it. He didn't chase the American market. He didn't chase crossover hits. He didn't chase approval. He built his own world and let the world come to him. Insight: when you stop trying to fit into systems, you force systems to adjust to you. Remember, you were born to be different. It's okay to not be or do the same as others, even if it is trending. The turning point. Then came the moment that changed everything. Bad Bunny's meteoric rise from a grocery bagger to a global superstar was largely driven by strategic collaborations with established heavyweights in both the Latin and American music markets. The key artists who helped catapult his career. 1. DJ Luian and Mambo Kings when they signed Bad Bunny to Hear This music label. While they are producers and label heads rather than traditional artists, they were the first to discover him on SoundCloud. They put him on Dial's 2016 with Ozuna, Archangel, and Farruko, which served as his first major entry into the Latin trap scene. 2. J Balvin. J Balvin was one of the first massive reggaeton stars to fully embrace Bad Bunny. Si Tu Novio Te Deja Sola in 2017. This was a massive viral hit that introduced Bad Bunny to a more mainstream pop reggaeton audience. Then, there was also Sensualidad in 2017, a collaboration with J Balvin and Prince Royce that dominated the charts. They also released Oasis in 2019. This led to releasing a full collaborative album, solidifying them as the dynamic duo of the modern Latin era. 3. Cardi B. The collaboration also featured another Latin artist. Take a guess. Yep, you guessed it. J Balvin for the song I Like It in 2018. It is widely considered the song that broke Bad Bunny into the global, US mainstream. By featuring on a Billboard Hot 100 #1 hit alongside Cardi B and J Balvin, he became a household name in the United States, even for people who didn't speak Spanish. 4. Drake. Their 2018 hit Maya was a cultural reset. Getting one of the world's biggest artists at the time to sing entirely in Spanish on a Bad Bunny track was a massive power move. It proved Benito had the star power to attract global stars, debuting at number 5 on the Billboard Hot 100, regardless of whether one views Drake as a culture vulture. The collaboration showed Bad Bunny had enough leverage to make even Drake adapt to his world to capitalize on his rising success. 5. Farruko. This collaboration helped establish Bad Bunny's trap credentials. Their song Creepy Kush in 2017 became a global anthem for the Latin trap movement, especially after the remix featuring Nicki Minaj and Travis Scott. 6. Becky G. Their collaboration on the song Mayours in 2017 was a massive crossover success. It showed that Bad Bunny could work within the pop world while maintaining his gritty, baritone trap persona. The song has billions of views on YouTube and was one of the most played songs of that year. 7. Daddy Yankee. As the king of reggaeton, Daddy Yankee's cosign is the ultimate validation in Latin music. They collaborated on Vuelve in 2017 and later on the massive hit Dura remix. Working with the legend who is more or less the godfather of reggaeton, it all signaled to the world that Bad Bunny was the heir apparent to the throne. 8. Prince Royce. In the early days of 2017, Prince Royce helped Bad Bunny transition from a SoundCloud rapper to a radio-friendly star through the track Sensual I Dad, which helped bridge the gap between trap and bachata pop audiences. 9. Shakira and Jennifer Lopez. While there was no collaborative songs in the early days, his guest appearance during the 2020 Super Bowl halftime show with Shakira and J-Lo was the final stamp that moved him from a music star to a global icon. But here's the twist, even in those global hits, he never switched languages. He never changed his style, he never compromised. He proved something the industry didn't want to admit. You don't need English to dominate global music, you just need to be yourself. He did not try to go global. It just happened because he represented millions who had never seen themselves at the center of global culture before at this level. Yes, there is Selena and J-Lo, who even happened to burst into the scene playing Selena in a biopic. And of late Cardi B, but this one is different. He was born in Bayamon and raised in the Almirante Sur Barrio neighborhood of Vega Baja, Puerto Rico. The strategy. Bad Bunny's rise wasn't luck. It was strategy layered, intentional, and perfectly timed. Strategy 1. Cultural ownership. He didn't borrow from his culture, he amplified it. From reggaeton to trap to Caribbean rhythms, he made local sound global. Strategy 2. Visual identity. He didn't dress like a star, he dressed like a movement. Gender-fluid fashion, bold colors, unpredictable looks. He turned himself into a visual statement. Strategy 3. Silence as power. When he speaks, people listen because he doesn't speak often. This creates a sense of mystery, which leads to curiosity, and that leads to PR campaigns without really needing PR campaigns. Strategy 4. Activism without apology. From political protests in Puerto Rico to calling out injustice on global stages, he uses his platform with intention. Not to be liked, but to be heard, which isn't really a strategy. It is more of who he is and what he represents. Insight, influence isn't built by being everywhere. It's built by being unavoidable. It's built by being authentic, which people can see through whether you're real or not, as there are real-life problems that people go through. The outcome. Then came the Grammys. Then came his very own Super Bowl halftime show. Then came the global tour. Then came the streaming records. And suddenly, the world realized something. Bad Bunny wasn't just a Latin artist who crossed over. He was a global artist who never needed to. He didn't break into the mainstream. He became the mainstream. And that's why he's taking over the globe. The insight layer. Identity is a strategy when you're authentic. Authenticity scales faster than imitation. Your culture becomes global the moment someone refuses to shrink it. You don't need permission to lead, you need conviction. People follow those who represent what they've been afraid to express. The world doesn't reward perfection, it rewards originality. When you stop chasing the world starts chasing you. These are your daily needs, the ones to remember. Key moments. He didn't just make music, he made millions feel seen. He didn't ask for a seat at the table, he built his own. He didn't change himself to fit the world, he changed the world to fit him. This isn't just success, this is cultural gravity. Bad Bunny didn't rise alone, he rose with everyone who felt invisible. The principle. Bad Bunny's story isn't about fame, it's about identity and refusing to shrink for expectations. It's about choosing authenticity over approval and watching the world digest. The truth is simple, the world doesn't follow the loudest voice, it follows the truest one. Whatever you are building, remember that you don't need to chase the world. You just need to become someone the world can't ignore. That's why Bad Bunny isn't just taking over music, he's taking over the globe. If you like content like this, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more.